Hi everyone, this is your learning coach Vinod, and today we are going to meet one more young author of the Astropedia magazine. So the Astropedia magazine launch was supposed to happen on 9th, but due to COVID complications, we have pushed it one more week later. So it is happening for sure on the 15th of May from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. We have so many interesting events planned up for you. You guys can participate in a Kahoot, and then there's going to be a few more games that kids are going to come, the authors are going to come and talk about. There's going to be an author, the Astropedia magazine launch is going to happen in between. We have a surprise astronomer and an astronaut in training who's going to come and launch the magazine for us. So a lot of new things are going to happen, so look out for the description. Look out for the link in the description. So please register there in that link, so that you get the free access code to join the program on Sunday. So it's going to happen on Sunday, 16th of May, okay, from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Okay. So without further ado, let me introduce today's author that I'm going to interview. He is Aboorvan. So Aboorvan studies in class 7, okay, in Velammal Bodhi campus in Tanjavur, and Aboorvan holds the record for most number of articles in our Astropedia magazine. Okay, so without further ado, let me bring Aboorvan on stage. Hi Aboorvan.
Hi, sir.
How are you?
Fine, sir.
Superb, Aboorvan. So why don't you give an introduction about yourselves to everyone over here?
Okay, sir. Hello, everyone. I am Aboorvan, a student from the 30-week year-long program. I am studying in grade 7 in Velamal Bodhi campus, Tanjore. My journey to the space science started when my father
No.
first.
Before that, Aboorvan, before that, let's hear a little about you. So I know you are a very good space science enthusiast.
Yes, sir.
So where did your love for space science start?
Sir, it started when father first get me into the Chandrayaan 2 launch, sir.
Okay. So how was that experience? Tell us about it.
Actually, we went in the midnight, sir. I was working the full midnight, and I had no interest in space science. And then finally, the Chandrayaan 2 was like cancelled. The engine was some problems,
Okay.
and then my father took me home, and then I had a
So you
feeling
went
that
to Sriharikota?
what,
You went
sir?
to Sriharikota to see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Nice. Fantastic. Uh-huh.
I was so sad that I couldn't see the launch, and I researched up more about it, and then I learned what the problem was,
Okay.
and my interest started.
So that's when your interest got ignited. So
Yes, sir.
one rocket launch failure, okay, or it was not a failure rocket launch, it was kind of like a postponed rocket launch.
Yes, sir.
So the rocket failed to ignite there, but the interest in space science ignited in you. Super. So tell us about your journey with Space Science Learning Club. So what are the programs that you have attended? What you have learned?
So my journey with my team members fascinated me, and I learned more about space, and I learned more things from my friends too, sir.
Okay.
First, you gave us a work to make a newsletter project. We were divided into 4 groups. They were editorial team, content team, marketing team, and designing team. I was part in the content team, and we kept many meetings and brought up an idea of why don't we make a magazine and sell it to students for free. So we
Okay.
executed it, and we asked everyone in the program to write articles, and now we have about 40 plus articles.
So this is the magazine that he's talking about, guys.
Yes, sir.
So this is the Astropedia magazine. So you have lots and lots of articles. So I think this is Aboorvan, right? So this is Aboorvan over here in the cover page of the article. So Aboorvan, tell us about a little bit about your content team.
In the content team, first, when we were divided into groups, uh, our team leader, Mr. Anishanj, called us and held a meeting with the editorial team too. And then we got up with the idea we can make a magazine and sell it to students for free. And then we worked on it, and the our editor
How old are you guys in the content team? Which
also,
class are you guys studying in the content team?
most of them were class 7 and 6 only. So.
Sixth and seventh standard. Okay, very
Yes,
good.
sir. And then our editor-in-chief, Ritika Ramprabhu, also helped us, and we made a lot of articles, sir.
Okay, superb, superb. So, as I told all of them, during the introduction, that you hold the record for the most number of articles in the Astropedia magazine. So, what made you? What motivated you to write? What are your articles about? Give us a small brief before we go check those articles out. Yeah.
Um, it was just normal, sir. Everywhere, this assistant leader stressed, asked us what article you want to do, and then I came up with most of the articles, and then he approved me, and you can go like that. He said,
Okay. So, what are these topics? What are these articles on?
scientists, exoplanets, dwarf planets, and eclipses.
Eclipses. So okay, so let's quickly go see these articles, and you can probably explain to the viewers why they should, what you have done in these articles and stuff like that. Okay, let's go to the first article. The first article is on eclipses. Okay, so what did you try to convey in this article?
Sir, I tried to convey what is an eclipse and different types of eclipses, such as lunar eclipse and solar eclipse. In these, there are many divisions like total lunar eclipse and partial lunar eclipse, and like that. So,
Okay, similarly in solar eclipse also we have total solar eclipse and partial solar eclipse, and
and
there
I'm
is one thing, annular. Very
annular,
good.
sir.
So, annular solar eclipse also.
Yes.
So on an average, how many solar eclipses happen, buddy, during a year?
Actually, 5 to 6, sir.
5 to 6. Okay.
Between 5 to 6.
So actually a little lesser than that. So 3 to 4 is an average number of solar eclipses that could happen during a year. Fantastic. What else is there in this article? So why should people read this article? Could you
Uh,
explain a little bit more on these phenomena that you're talking about here?
Yes, sir. This article is very important to know about all the eclipses, sir. It will give a brief idea of what is an eclipse and what are the different types of eclipses, and what eclipses do we see, what are the recent eclipses we have seen, like that, sir.
Uh-huh.
And
Fantastic.
some facts about it. And some facts about it.
And some facts about it. Fantastic.
Yes, sir.
So the next article that you have written is about dwarf planets. Wow. So this is a topic that interests a lot of people because they're all fascinated by this word dwarf planet. So what does a dwarf planet mean? Small planets?
Yes, sir. It is smaller than the planets which we live, like the
Okay.
Earth, and then smaller than that.
Okay. And what else? Why do you call these as dwarf planets?
It is like pieces of asteroids. Sir. It is so small. So a dwarf is meaning like this. So that
Uh-huh.
we call as dwarf planets. And dwarf planets are not considered as planets, sir,
Okay.
because
Why? Huh?
because they do not surround the sun like the other planets.
Okay. Fantastic.
They
So there are three criteria to be called as a planet. So first and foremost, a planet should be round in shape or nearly round. Okay, so if it's not round or nearly round, you cannot call it as a planet. So next is that the planet should have gravitational mass. Okay, the next is that it should have its own orbit in which it can travel around the sun. So this is the second criteria. The third criteria is that it should have enough gravitational mass to push or pull any kind of space debris or space junk which is there in its orbit. Okay, so if it satisfies all these three criteria, then it can be called as a planet. So if it
Yes, sir.
satisfies only two of these criteria, it cannot be called as a planet. But then other than planets, there are also satellites, there are also asteroids and meteors and other planetesimals. But you cannot call these dwarf planets as asteroids or meteors, even though they are from the same family. Okay, so that's what dwarf planets are all about. So they don't meet up with all the three criteria, so they fall short of either one of these criteria. For instance, Pluto. So Pluto for about 20 years, it is estimated that Pluto's orbit comes into Neptune's
Neptune.
orbit.
Neptune.
Yeah, so that's the reason why Pluto. That is one of the reasons why Pluto is not considered as a
Dwarf planet.
planet. Okay, so or Iris or Ceres. Okay, they don't have enough gravitational mass to push and pull other objects which are there in its orbit. Okay, so similar things have happened, and this concept of dwarf planet is kind of like very new to people. So when I used to study, there don't used to be any dwarf planets. When I was in seventh grade, we had only 9 planets. That's all we know. So think about it. In the past 20-25 years, we had discovered a lot more about our solar system. We have classified a new different object and stuff. Fantastic. So you have given details about all these things in here in your article, right?
Yes, sir. All the dwarf planets which we have discovered in our solar system, sir.
In our solar system is here. Okay. So there are another 6 objects in our solar system that are dwarf planet, and there may be 10,000 more dwarf planets in our solar system. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Maybe.
Very good. Very good. So this is actually a very good fact. But these 10,000 or more are potential dwarf planets. They are not
Yes.
been classified dwarf yet, but scientists are kind of like studying them to understand more about it, to see if they could be upgraded to a dwarf planet status. Okay.
They
Superb.
can be
So,
like an asteroid or anything, sir. Like they
yeah,
can be like an asteroid or space debris.
fantastic. So tell us about the exoplanets. Adi.
Exoplanets are not in our solar system and is very far away.
Okay.
Uh,
So what are the things that you had mentioned out over here in the article? So how do we find exoplanets?
yes, sir. There are 5 ways for finding exoplanets, sir.
Okay,
Uh,
nice.
so can you scroll down?
Yeah, methods to find. Oh, okay, this is a 2-page article. Okay, fantastic. So in this page, you are talked about what an exoplanet is and how do we find the exoplanets. So technically speaking, for all the viewers, you won't be able to find an exoplanet with your naked eyes. You definitely need powerful telescopes because they are not in our solar system. They are in other solar systems.
Yes,
So
sir.
we have found somewhere about 4,000 exoplanets so far.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so and these are the methods that astronomers use to find exoplanets. Very good. Transit photometry, direct imaging, gravitational microlensing, radial velocity. Okay, so these are the methods that astronomers use. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Each one
can you
different.
can you explain any one of them?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
If you take transit photometry, means it is the passing of radiation, and
Okay.
like how we found a black hole, it will radiate and the signal will come back, and we can know what is the dwarf planet about. Like that.
Okay. What is the exoplanet about?
Yes,
Fantastic.
sir.
So when the planet moves around the star, okay, at different points it'll show different kinds of brightness, and at some point it will also obscure the star. Okay,
Yes, sir.
maybe not complete obscuring, but it will show like a transit, like how Venus and Mars transit over our star. So this planet's transit will be able to notice from a long distance. Okay, that's called transit photometry. Very
We
good,
can
very
also
good.
take images during using this.
Huh?
We can also take the image of the exoplanet using this method, sir.
Using this method. Fantastic, superb. Okay, let's go to the last article that you have written about. So, who's a scientist? Okay, what made you write this article, buddy? Who's a scientist?
Sir, my motivation was I want to become a scientist, and I need to know who a scientist is,
Okay,
so that I can be a great scientist like Albert Einstein.
fantastic, fantastic, man. So, what did you discover about being a scientist?
A scientist must be very careful in experimenting, and he must be always aware of his experiments, sir.
Okay, and then
Like,
what else?
and then I learned about how scientists work and how did they achieve in their life.
Okay, very good, man. I think you have written about Mary Curie. You have a lot of fun facts about scientists out over here, right?
Yes.
Superb, superb, superb. Okay. Okay, okay, buddy. So why don't you let us know why people should get this magazine and read this magazine and read your articles? So your final words for people.
Okay, sir. This magazine is completely designed by kids and it's for free. You cannot get like this Astropedia like a astronomy magazine for free anywhere. It is completely written by kids and some astronomers and astronauts. So this magazine has so much detail about astronomy. So that you should buy this and all should learn about it.
Superb, superb. So what was your learning process while working on this magazine?
I learned how to manage a team, sir, and I learned how to write an article, how to learn something new, like that, sir.
Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Thank you so much for being here. So, guys, thank you so much once again, Aboorvan. So, it was nice hearing from you. So, best of luck on becoming an astro scientist. Okay,
Thank you,
just
sir.
like what you have prophesized in your article. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, guys. With that, I think we have come to the end of another author interview session. So please do check out the other author interviews where kids have shared what they have written in their article, how they have done it, what their learning process was being here in the club and stuff like that. And looking forward to see you in another author interview. And please do join us on. May 16th, Sunday from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. So you have to register for the event. So just click on the link above and beneath it. You should be able to register for the event and see you soon there on Sunday. Okay. With that, I'm taking leave. This is your learning coach Vinod signing off. See you. Bye bye.